So you want to make lo-fi but you have no clue how and you are very stuck? Well, luckily for you, lo-fi is one of the easiest things to produce. What you will need is FL Studio or some sort of program, either a pretty chill guitar or piano sample, or some jazzy chords, Alan Watts or something, whatever aesthetic you are going for.
And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time.
Drum samples if you don't have some already, Cymatics is very good for these. You are now ready to begin your SoundCloud lo-fi career. With your samples, you want to find out what key each sample is in and the tempo of the samples. In this case, this sample is in A flat and has 95 beats per minute. This second more upbeat jazzy sample is in D minor at 100 beats per minute. According to Google, lo-fi is generally 60 to 90 BPM, so let's make ours 85 beats per minute. Next we want to make each sample match each other in key and tempo. For FL Studio, double click on your sample and make sure the mode is set to E2 generic. Then change it so the tempo matches, and change the keys to what you want. One of these samples is already in D minor, so I will just make the other sample match this. Also, if you notice your sample is too quiet, you can double click and click on normalize to make it louder. You can either cheat and use a full drum loop or make your own beat. Making beats are more fun, so I'll show you how to make a cool beat. Find a kick that you like this. Then do the same with snare, hi-hat and clap or something. Don't overthink what sample you choose, because if the beat sounds nice you probably won't care. Put a kick every 8th beat. Then put a snare on alternating beats. Awesome! Now spice it up so it's less boring like this. Then put a hi-hat every 2 beats. Spice it up some more. You can make it swing like this, or manually swing the hi-hats. If you want it, you can add some other stuff like polyrhythms or random claps. And boom, you're done. After that, just experiment so it sounds cool. I will make this my main drum loop since it is a bit full, and make a simpler loop for the more chill sections. Pick a bass or record your own bass and slap a basic bass line. It helps to know the chords, but if you don't, lol, good luck. Just start with just putting root notes and then spice it up or however you like to make your bass lines. Then you are pretty much done with bass. So next you want to arrange your song so it sounds more like a song rather than a loop. This is where you start to gather your vocal samples and slap them in where you see fit. Your loop will eventually get boring after 30 seconds, so try your best to chop up your loop, Create empty spaces to accentuate certain samples and probably add other instruments for melodies and adlibs. If you are adding more instruments, layering will always make it sound sexier. To make your mix more interesting, you can also have adlib chords or phrases. Use reverses, change pitches, add crashes and random drum fills or samples. Once you're done, you can begin doing fancy stuff to your mix like reverb, pan it to give your mix cake, or adding a shit ton of egg filters.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream. Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. Within one night to dream 75 years of time.
Sidechain for more bounds. And beat tuning if you want. Also play around with the filters and have them turn on and off where appropriate. You are now pretty much done, so congratulations, you have made a sick lo-fi mix.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time. Or any length of time you wanted to have. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure. And after several nights of 75 years of total pleasure each, you would say, well, that was pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. The dream of living the life that you are actually living today. That would be within the infinite multiplicity of choices you would have, of playing which you weren't God. So in this idea then, everybody is fundamentally the ultimate reality.